I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it, move it, move it. All girls all over the world. Original King Julian for the case man. I love how all the girls move their body. And when you move your body, you move it nice and sweet and sassy. Alright? Woman, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model, you cute, and you don't need no makeup. Original cute body makeup on model. Physically fit, physically fit, physically fit, woman, physically fit, physically fit, woman.
Bum, 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 bum. All right, everybody, guess what? It is Monday, and it is Move It Monday, and I'm looking at you right now to see if you are moving. I like to move it, move it. Come on, let me see you move. And of course, we want to remind you that before leaving a comment, please give Facebook permission to see your name, because they won't let us see it if you don't give them permission. It's a real easy thing to do. You just click right there on the screen where it says StreamYard.com/Facebook and say, you got my permission. And that way we can see your comments. We can know who made those comments, and we can all be here together and excited and sharing. And you know what? Right now, I'm going to ask you all quick, tag a friend right here in the comments. Go ahead and say, come on, everybody, it's time for Move It Monday. If you are a team leader, grab the link and go over to your team group, post it in there, send a message to a few of your friends and say, come on. And if you've got somebody that you've been talking to about joining Tupperware, about hosting a party with you, about just finding more out about what Tupperware has to offer, they can be watching us right now live on YouTube, because we do stream live on our Hooray channel on YouTube, and it's a great way for people to get to check it out as well. Of course, here on our Facebook page, they're not able to see it, but this way we can bring it to more people as well. So good evening, everybody, and welcome, welcome, welcome to Move It Monday. That's right, Move It Monday. And I cannot believe that it has been 2 weeks since the last time I saw you guys. So good evening, everybody. If you haven't met me yet, I'm Marcia Brown, your business leader. We are hip, hip, hooray, the best team in all of Tupperware. And we're so excited to have you here with us tonight and to be here with you tonight. And we have some great things to talk about tonight as well. So I want to remind you, get your notebooks out, get your pens and paper out. And tonight, especially, I'm going to ask every one of you, run right now and grab a piece of paper or a note card or something, because that you can write on and write down something that you're going to want to say to somebody else. So like a note card that you can put in an envelope, or a piece of paper that you can write on and put in an envelope and mail to somebody, because tonight we're going to talk about the power of gratitude. That's right, guys. Gratitude is one of the most important things that we have. And it is the November, the month that we all talk about Thanksgiving and giving thanks. But I wanted to share this quote with you, that gratitude turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos into order, confusion into clarity. It makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for the future. Now, it's really important for us to think about this idea of gratitude and why gratitude is so important. Because when we focus on gratitude, when we focus on being grateful for what we have and where we are, then we unlock this mechanism that allows happiness to flow in abundance. And it's such an incredible thing, the way our brain works when we do this, because see, our brain only knows what we tell it, and our brain tends to focus on whatever it is that we focus on. So if we notice that there are things that are not going well, if we think about what if they tell me no when I ask them something, when we focus on the negatives, then the negatives grow in abundance. That's really what overshadows everything else. It's like it grows in its proportion to the thought process in your brain. But by just shifting that, and instead of focusing on what we don't have, instead of focusing on what might not happen, instead of focusing on what we need more of, if we focus on what we have, if we focus on what brings us joy, if we focus on the things that we have achieved and the things that we are working on and the things that we are capable of, then it translates into more joy and more happiness at what we have. And it also unlocks this amazing energy that actually attracts abundance to us. Now, I know that sounds like a bunch of craziness and everything, but scientifically, this has been proven that where the mind goes, the energy flows. And when we focus on what we are thankful for, when we have that attitude of gratitude, then we are happier people. And that they have done all sorts of studies, and they find that people who get up and they say that they are happy with what they have, that they are grateful for what they have, that they look look on the bright side, so to speak, that they are happier. Their measurements of happiness, their measurements of achievement, their measurements of success are higher. And so I think that this is an important thing for us to really bring to mind in this month of November, this month of Thanksgiving. And tonight we're going to talk about why being thankful and being grateful can help us in our Tupperware business, because you might never have thought of it that way. That, if I just change the way I look at things, if I change the way I think about my business, if I change the way I approach the things that I do in my business, I can actually change the results that I get by making that shift in my brain. So we all have heard how important it is to keep, maybe you haven't, maybe you've heard that it's how important it is to keep a gratitude journal. So a gratitude journal is basically, having somewhere that every day you take time just to say something that you're thankful for. Not doing it as a rote, oh, I got to get up and I got to write these things that I'm thankful for, because then we don't really bring it from our deepest heart, but being able to pause every single moment, every single morning, and maybe just like, this, I will be honest, this is something that I've had to teach myself to do, but it has made all the difference in the way I approach my life, because all we're guaranteed is this moment that we're in. And so if we spend this moment that we're in thinking about what isn't happening, thinking about what might not happen, thinking about what we did wrong in the past, or how this didn't go the way I wanted it to, then all we do is steal away from the joy that we have in the moment that we're in. So when we wake up in the morning, what I want you to start doing, I want you to maybe write a note to yourself and say, what am I thankful for? Just write that down. What am I thankful for? Put it on a card. Put it right by your bed. Maybe put it in a frame so that as soon as you roll over in the morning and your eyes open up, the first thing you're going to see is this note that says, what am I thankful for? And you know what? The first thing you should be thankful for is the fact that your eyes are open and that you woke up, because you know what? A lot of people didn't. So this is something that we have to practice, just like anything that we do. Is practice being thankful, practice showing gratitude. Look for opportunities to show gratitude, because here's what's also happens when we show gratitude to other people, then we help them see the joy of life. We help them see how lucky they are. And then in turn, that's going to open the door for them to bring more joy into their life, more happiness into their life. Now, you may have never thought about, my Tupperware business allows me to do this, but guys, our Tupperware business is like a joy factory. We have the opportunity every single day to bring joy into people's life, to help people live better lives, to help make a difference in someone's life. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind today and start looking at your business with an attitude of gratitude, because by doing that, you're going to bring more goodness into your business. You're going to have more opportunities to connect with people. And when we make those connections with people, we also then open the door for new relationships. And from those new relationships, we build businesses as well. And we don't go about doing it because if I'm nice to people and I act like I like people, they're going to want to do business with me. No, it's not that. When we can genuinely say, I love what I do and I love sharing it with other people, and I have some great things that I want to offer to people, that genuineness, that authenticity is going to come through, and people are going to want to be around you and they're going to want to do business with you. So this is like gratitude 101, guys. And this is what we're going to focus on tonight, on how we can have that attitude of gratitude and how we're going to show it in our business. But before we get to that tonight, I want to talk a little bit about, our opportunity and some great things that Tupperware is doing to help us share the opportunity. Because we have not just one kit for the rest of the year. We have 2 starter kits that we can offer people. So one's what we call the starter business kit. It's a smaller kit. It has the impressions bowls. It has a vent and serve. It has catalogs. And it has, of course, that amazing supersonic chopper. It's $189 value. They can get it for $99. Now that in itself is great. And you know what? You can offer that to somebody and you can make a difference for them, because if they're looking for a way to make some extra money between now and the holidays and maybe they don't have a lot to invest, this is something that they can take advantage of. And these are 3 products that are going to make their lives a whole lot easier over the next few weeks, few months, few years. But at the same time, it's going to give them a tool that they can use to demonstrate, because they can make salsa in their supersonic chopper and they can put it in their bowl. They can roast their vegetables or cook their peppers and onions and tomatoes in their vent and serve and then do it in their supersonic chopper and put it in their bowl. They can chop up their onions and things to make their stuffing. They can make potato salad and chop up all the things that go on their potato salad to serve in their bowls. So it's a lot of recipes that we can do, that we can, use these 3 products to demonstrate what Tupperware is all about, because that's the key to what we do, is showing our products in action and helping people see them. Now, we continue with our deluxe kit, which is the best value because it's $475 value for $139. So for $40 more, they're going to get basically $200 more. Actually almost $300 more in products. So if they can come up with that extra $40, $300 more in products is a really great thing. And of course, we're also going to continue to have that $15 virtual option. But here's the great thing, is that when you have customers that love the product, then you owe it to yourself to offer them one of these 3 opportunities. We have a great opportunity for you to get the Tupperware you want at the best price. You can open an account today. There are 3 ways you can do it. It's up to you which works best for you. The great thing is that all of them give you a free website. And even if you don't think you want to sell Tupperware a lot or build a huge business, you can still share that website with other people so they can see what's great about Tupperware. You have some products that you can, show and tell to your friends and family, and you can make some money on the side. And who couldn't use a little extra money between now and the end of the year? And hey, when you place your first order of $40, whether it's something you buy for yourself at 25% off or something you sell to someone else and you make 25% on it, you're going to be able to get this fabulous vent and serve set for just $15. And of course, the vent and serve is one of our premium lines for the microwave. We love this product. It's made out of something called PES. And that's the letters that describe the product, but basically it's a special polymer that is extremely heat resistant. It's the same thing they make electrical conduits out of. And there are very, very few products on the market that are available for home use using this product because it is such an expensive material to use. And yet Tupperware always goes for the best level of product, best level of materials to use, and they made this product for us so that we have a fantastic best of the best type of product for people to use in their microwave. So we can offer that to people right now. And by offering it to people, we unlock the door for us to get some incredible gifts ourselves. So like my little thing got crooked there, recruit or rewards, but you know what that means, right? So the first of things at first, for each new or for the first new recruit that you bring in that sells $40, you're going to have a chance to get the 2-piece paring knife set and the knife sharpener for just $15. Now that knife sharpener is thebomb.com. If you do not have one, you need to get a recruit who does $40 so they can get their vent and serve set, and you can get this because that sharpener has two special blades or honing stones. One of them is for your regular flat blades. The other is for the serrated blades. And I will tell you why this is so important, because normally if you have a serrated knife, you have to go to a special place to get it sharpened. And it's very expensive. So this is a huge thing that you can get and add to your collection. For your second recruit that you bring in that has that $40 order, you're going to be able to add some Ultra Pro for $20. For your third one, you're going to be able to add the fry pan, the Universal Series fry pan for $25. And when you have 6, you're going to get that amazing roasting pan set for just $35. So for 6 recruits, you can add all of these products. That's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 products that you can add to your collection for a very, very low price, less than $100, and that's like $500 worth of products. So you would be so happy to have that in your kitchen. And even if you don't need it for yourself, it's going to be a great Christmas present. Think about that. You don't have to take money out of your pocket for Christmas this year. You're earning it for free simply by giving your business away to other people. Now, one of the other great things that we have this month is that for your first 3 that you welcome who hold their launch party and submit $500 before the end of the month. Now they're going to go ahead and be getting, the host gifts on that $500. They're going to be getting their first month order bonus for the Confident Start program. They're going to be able to make money on that $500 that they sell. And you are going to get the Universal Series stock pot here that you see for just $30. And you can get not just 1, not just 2, but 3 of those. So once again, Christmas presents taken care of, wedding presents taken care of, graduation gifts, people moving into their first home. You're going to be able to stock up on these things and have a great source of gifts that you can use to give people. Or if you're working a vendor event, if you've got something going, a sale going on maybe you're doing an in-home open house, you could have these products there available cash and carry for people to take. And then you're going to put money in your pocket, because see that stock pot right there is $131 value, and you're only paying $30 for it when you qualify. So you could even, you could sell it for $99. Now that's a huge saving for the person there, but look at that. You just tripled your investment. So this is a key of how we look at our business and be thankful for what we have, because our company treats us so special. They give us so much that we can use, and we can use it to build our own collections, and we can use it to give as gifts to other people, and we can use it to turn it around and make more money, because that's the whole reason we're in this business, is to make money. So look at it at the ways that it can make you the most money. Sometimes you can use these as bonus gifts to get someone to book a party. So you got this skillet for $30. So you could do something say in a month, and you could say to my host who has my biggest party this month, you can buy this for 75% off. And then you'd still be making money on it, but it's getting your host to work to have the biggest party of the month. Now, we also have some other great rewards that are available to you based on your sales. So these first ones that we're just talking about is when you share the opportunity, what you can get. But this is for your sales. And I want you to once again look at your business with these new eyes of gratitude, these grateful eyes. Because, see, when you're thinking about selling to people, it's not about what can I get people to buy from me? It's about what do I have that I can offer to someone that will make a difference for them? How can I make a difference for somebody else by what I share with them? And so that even this first level gift that you have that you can earn at the $500 level, it's our fridge stackables and freezer containers. Now, these fridge stackables and freezer containers are amazing products that are going to help your customers to save money, because we all know that food prices have skyrocketed. And so what you can do is teach people how to take advantage of sales when they're at the grocery store and then freeze them for later use. So like chicken will go on sale, say every 6 weeks. And when it's on sale, you can buy up when it's on sale, come home, prepare them, put them in these containers and freeze them. And here's a little tip. If you didn't know this, and if I ever say something and you didn't know that, I want you to put in the comments, I didn't know that, because that's a sign right there. You know, these are things that you can take and share, because it's going to give value to your customers, and they're going to be thankful that you're their Tupperware consultant, because you can share all these things with them. So one of the things that you can do is, like, you can take this chicken, and we got it on sale. Like I said, you will notice if you watch the ads in the stores that chicken, beef, pork, all these different things, they rotate and they tend to go on sale about every 6 weeks. And there's a little bit of a cycle. They might have a little sale, but there'll be even a deeper sale. And if you watch this just for the next few months, you'll start to notice that there's a rhythm. There's a rhythm to what's on sale, and that it's on sale for this price, goes back up, it goes on sale again at this price, goes back up, and then it drops to a really big sale. So when you watch that and you learn that, then you can start to shop smarter, not harder. Okay. And now you're going to bring this chicken home, and you're going to go ahead and maybe I'm going to think about, well, I want to make chicken and rice. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this one into more like fingers, because it'll cook quicker and it'll shred easier. And I'll go ahead and have that cut like that. And I'll know that when I open that one up, I'm making chicken and rice. Now I might decide that I want to do like a marinated grilled chicken. So I can go ahead and put my chicken in there, my chicken breast in there, and I can put my marinade on it and freeze it with my marinade. So just go ahead and put it in it, because it'll start to seep in, and then it will marinate it while actually in the freezer. And then when you take it out, it'll be ready. And you could do the same thing if you knew that maybe you were going to do some like a stir fry. You could go ahead and cut your meat like you would for your stir fry, put your soy or teriyaki on it, and have it frozen like that. And then that way everything's done. And I always say it's kind of like this. If you're not sure what you want to cook tonight, just open up the container, see what the bottom one is. Okay, tonight that's going to be our chicken and rice. You can go ahead and take it out. You can just put it into another container to seal and defrost in the fridge during the day. And when you come home at night, you can throw everything into your pressure cooker, stick it in the pressure cooker, and dinner's done. But see, this is what we do. We share these tips and ideas with our customers, and they're going to go, oh my gosh, I'm so glad she's my Tupperware lady, because she shares so much with me, and I'm so thankful that she's my Tupperware rep. That's going to bring value to what you bring to them. And that's going to also make you feel good, because you've made a difference for them. Now, the second one at the $1,000 level is our utensil holder and our utensils. And once again, these are the best utensils, because they're all made of a silicone material that's heat resistant. You can use them right in the pan. I was cooking tonight. I made a mushroom and red onion sauce to go on my butternut squash. I did spiralized butternut squash, and then Charlie had grilled some fish, and it was just wonderful, because I had olive oil and peppers olive oil and red onions and a couple of different kinds of mushrooms. And if you don't like mushrooms, I know it, but you can do it a different way. But it was really, really good. I put some fresh thyme in there, and then poured that over my butternut squash noodles that I did in our spiralizer, and with a little bit of olive oil. And then we had the great the grilled fish on top of that. It was absolutely amazing. And I used my tongs and I used the spatula and all of those things to be able to fix that. But this utensil holder is great. So what you want to do is share with your customers why these utensils are so helpful, because like the silicone whisk is perfect because they can do their bechamel sauce if they're doing mac and cheese, if they're making gravy at Thanksgiving. It's the perfect thing to help make sure there's no lumps in your gravy. And of course, if you're making homemade fudge and you're doing that in your microwave, you can then use that to stir with, and of course your spatula also to be able to spoon stuff out. So, once again, we give people what our products do for them, not, hey, I got this on sale. Will you buy it? Will you buy it? Will you buy it? No, we want to talk about why these products are going to make their lives better. And then you can share that with them. And then, of course, at the $2,000 level, we have that big Universal Series stock pot as well. This is going to be great for that, making a big pot of chicken and dumplings. It's going to be great for cooking up a lot of potatoes if you're making a giant thing of mashed potatoes and potato salad. At my house, Thanksgiving, we always had to have mashed potatoes and potato salad. So that's what's great about it, is you can start your potatoes up, and you can cook the ones, you can cook them and then take out the ones you need for the potato salad and then finish cooking what you need for the mashed potatoes. And you only had to use one pot to do it. So once again, great rewards for us. What WIIFM, what's in it for me? And yeah, we're looking at this. This is what's in it for me. But the way I'm going to get it is by showing people how my products make a difference for them as well. So I have another quote for you tonight from the great JFK. We must find time to stop and thank the people who make a difference in our lives. Now, I bring this up because I think sometimes we don't always do that. And I know that I am as guilty as anybody of not saying thank you to the people in my life who make a difference for me, whether it's, my amazing husband, Charlie, who, he makes sure that the dishes are washed and the clothes are done. I mean, he's like the best guy ever, right? And of course I have, my grandchildren who make a difference in my life because they make me smile. And I have friends that just check in on me to see how I'm doing. I have our amazing team members that, you guys make a difference in my life every single day. When I see, that you have a successful party, it makes me so happy for you, because I know that feeling of what it's like to have that good party. And I also know that feeling that when the party didn't go the way you want to, but you know what? You don't give up, because if you've made a difference for one person. And I always used to say, when I'd have a hostess who'd say, I only have 2 people come, and I go, that's no problem. We'll have the party for the 2 people, because those 2 people are important, and we want to give them the best experience. And so we show up and do the best we can and thank people for the difference that they make in our lives. Because thank you all for being here tonight. See, you're making a difference for me right now because you're here. And so hopefully we can start to look at everything we do with that. But I want you to take a minute, and this is why I said get some piece of paper out and get a note or note card out and have your pen ready. And if you don't, I want you to just to make a couple of notes to yourself. I want you to think about someone that you are thankful for, that gave you confidence in yourself, gave you, this belief in yourself. Think back, through your life. Who is somebody who really made a difference for you, who made a difference for you in terms of, how you felt about yourself? Maybe it was your mom, maybe it was your grandma, maybe it was your aunt, maybe it was a sister, maybe it was a teacher. I go back and I look at some of the people in my life that have made such a difference for me and helped me believe in myself, and become the person that I am. And when when I was probably in my 20s, I was reading something, and it was talking about, the people that cross our path, and everybody that crosses our path makes a difference in our lives. And whether it's that they're there to challenge us so that we think a different way, or we recognize a way that we don't want to be and treat other people, it's still something to be thankful for, because even our challenges are things to be thankful for. When somebody tells you no to a party, it's something to be thankful for. But anyway, at this time when I was reading this book, and I started to think about, my love of reading, my love of learning, and where did I get that from? And my family always supported that, but it took me back to my first grade teacher. And I was very sick when I was in elementary. When I was in first grade, in fact, I missed 82 days of school in first grade. And in today's world, they probably wouldn't let me, pass. But my teacher took the time to come to my house and bring the work to me. She'd come to the hospital and see me when I was in the hospital. And, she encouraged me to learn, to keep focusing ahead, to be looking at what I could do instead of what I couldn't do. And it really hit me. And I sat down right then and I wrote a letter to her, and I found her address and I mailed it to her, because I wanted her to know that she had made a difference in my life. And I think that that's an important thing to do. So right now, I want you to think about that person who gave you more confidence in yourself at some point in your life. And I want you to commit to sending a note to them, to commit to letting them know that you appreciate them. And maybe that's somebody that has been in your life and is no longer in your life. Maybe they've passed. I am so thankful for my father, who taught me to live very present in the moment and to be happy in the moment that I'm in. I'm very thankful to my mom, who always believed in me and always, expected me to be the best that I could be. I mean, it was always this, encouragement, support, and, is that the best you can do? And, I love that, Dean, you said your husband's your biggest supporter. And, that's true. I can remember when I was just starting out in the business, and I kind of had these goals for myself. One of my goals was always, every party I went to, I had to date 2 parties. Every party I went to, I had to recruit somebody. Shannon Daniel and I were talking about this weekend. And so whenever I came in from my parties, the first thing he would ask me is, how many parties did you date tonight? And he would ask me, and who did you sign up? Who did you recruit? And it's because I knew he was going to ask that. There was always this oh my gosh, I've got to do this because he's going to ask me, because he held me accountable to that. And there were some nights I didn't date 2 parties and I didn't recruit somebody, and I knew he was going to ask me. And I was almost like, don't you ask me, but I knew he would. And I was thankful that he did, because it told me, you know what, tomorrow's a new day. And you can catch up tomorrow, because you can make some calls in the morning and you can do that. So take some time to let the people know that have helped you along the way, that they make a difference, and thank them for that. So your mom, your aunt, your grandma, your best friend, let them know that you appreciate them. And by the same token, I want you to realize what an opportunity you have to make a difference in people's lives by sharing our Tupperware business. Because see, all of you are here right now because someone believed in you. Someone looked at you and said, you can do this. And they offered you that opportunity. And do you realize how that opportunity has already changed your life? Whether you've become a manager, a director, whether you've had $1,000 party, whether you've just shopped for yourself, but you have so much fun being able to do that. We want to be thankful that someone offered it to you and to us. And so I want you to think about that too. And right now, I want you just to think about that person who offered you the opportunity to start in Tupperware. And maybe they're still in Tupperware and maybe they're not. But I can tell you that every single day I say, thank you, Frances Oppenheimer, because Frances Oppenheimer is the person who invited me to sell Tupperware, who did not give up when I told her, no, I wouldn't be caught dead selling Tupperware, who kept talking to me about it for 4.5 months until finally I said, okay, I'll give it a try for 30 days and then you can leave me alone. So it took her 6 months to get me to say yes. And here I am 42 years later, still doing it. Frances is no longer in Tupperware. She actually was from Israel and moved back to Israel. But you know what? I had the opportunity to see her many years later after she had left and I had continued in my business and was very, had built a very successful business. I had the opportunity to reconnect with her. And I told her, I cannot thank you enough for believing in me. I cannot thank you enough for not giving up on me. And guys, this is what we have the opportunity to do every day. We can help people and we do not have to give up on people. And yes, see, you guys, that's what I want you to do. I want you to put it out there and I want you to say, yeah, thank you to the person who invited you. And maybe it was somebody, wasn't the person who invited you to sell Tupperware. It was someone who said to you, you can do this, you should do this, and encouraged you to reach out and do it yourself. Because some of us, some people decide to do it and have to reach out to find somebody. Whatever it is, give thanks for that. All right. So I want you to write that note to that person or send a message to them today. If you know how to get in touch with them, and let them know that you appreciate them for helping you get started. But there's another group of people that we need to be thankful for, and we need to let them know that we're thankful for. And that is our customers and, of course, our host. And so one of the things, there was a video that I shared with you the other day with Holly Maglianis. She is a Tupperware director in Atlanta, Georgia area. And she personally sold $10,000 in the month of October. And she sold 7,000 something in September. She shared her story that she has 4 children that are very involved in sports, and she coaches some of them. And she but she says she's so thankful for her business because she can work it with her family's, needs, and she can make the money that she wants to be able to put them in those sports and to be able to do the things that she wants to do and to be able to buy the gifts that she wants to buy for them, for Christmas and for school and for everything, for private school, all of those things. So she makes it a point, and this is why I think this is so important. I think this is why she is so successful. When she does her parties, she always goes live at the beginning. She just, like, it's even on a Facebook party, she will just do a little live and she will thank everybody for coming to the party. She will thank the host for booking the party. She will thank the party. She will thank someone for, helping her out, and different things like that. And so that kind of starts it. And then when someone places the order, she reaches out to them and says, thank you for your order. And, thanks them for helping the host as well. And then also thanks them for letting her be their Tupperware lady. You see, it's all about that. You've entrusted me. So thank you. And the greatest, compliment you can give me is to date a party with me because you trust me. And so that's the thanks that that gives me lots of thanks when you do that. So it's important to take that time to do it. So just kind of think about, thank you for letting me be your Tupperware rep. Thank you for booking your party with me. Thank you for hosting with me. Thank you for coming to the party tonight. The other thing that I thought was really interesting is that, at the very beginning when she said she thanked the hostess for hosting with her. She made a big deal about it. One of the things that I know, I've always said, and several of you have said, is that at the beginning of the party, you always want to thank your host. You always want to say, thank you for letting me be your Tupperware lady. Because you know what, without you, I don't have a business. And then you can share with people, this is the way that I am able to help my family, support my family. This is the way that I'm able to, provide income for our family. And by you hosting this party, you are helping me. By you coming to this party tonight, you are helping me. And I cannot thank you enough. And then as people place their orders, reaching out and thanking them, and then also taking the time to follow up with people after they get their order and thank them again, and then ask them how they're liking their products. And maybe even getting people to share testimonials with you, things that they like about their products, things that they like about what they have gotten out of their products, and thanking them for sharing that. See, if you get them sharing on your, business page, then that can help to bring more visibility to it as well. And, we're going to talk a little bit later in the month about why it's important to have a business page, not just a VIP page, but a business page, because your business page is public. Your business page is kind of where you are showcasing yourself. It's where you showcase the Tupperware opportunity. It's where you showcase the Tupperware products. It's not where you talk about what's on sale so much. It's about how you show products in action and how you give value, and then get people to comment, and then that way you can interact with them in a public forum, and you can give thanks and gratitude to them. Thank you for sharing that idea. That is so amazing. That's going to help you build your algorithms, and it's going to also help you get more from that as well. All right. Well, this past weekend, Friday, a group of us had the opportunity to go to Hemingway, South Carolina, to our Tupperware factory. And here you're going to see some pictures of where we're there, and you'll see there's some workers there, and they were so excited that we were there, and they were doing their jobs, and they were working. This is what we call the packing line. This is where we got to see how they made the products. We got to see how they packaged the products. We even got to pick orders. And we even picked some of the orders. Oh my gosh, that was crazy. I'm so thankful that these people know what they're doing, because I'm sure I would have messed it up. And so we got a chance to see them, and and how hard they were working to do it. And we were so thankful to be there with them and to give them the recognition and appreciation for what they do as well. But I thought it would be kind of cute for you guys to see some of our ladies working at the factory. So you're ready for this? Let me take that off there. All right, here we go. Do you recognize anybody you know, guys? There's no sound. They're having a good time there. They are putting together our silverware towers. They've been listening to what they were told to do. Now you'll notice that this little thing here is not moving very fast. Because if you've ever seen that movie, I Love Lucy, where she's working at the manufacturer, and it starts out really slow and then it speeds up. And then they can't keep up with it, right? Well, that's kind of what would have happened here, as they were doing it, just trying to get it done in a fast fashion so that they could be able to make everything happen together. And it was so funny because they actually had to get somebody to go do it with them just to double check, make sure we didn't forget to put a bowl in there or just put a seal in there. And it gives you a whole new appreciation for what they do, and the checks and balances and things that are in there to help us to be able to have our products the way it is. But you know what? I have a special guest here with us tonight who is going to share with you a little bit about what her takeaway was from being there and this idea of being grateful. So please welcome our fabulous director, Miss Shannon Daniel. Let me get Shannon up here. Let me take me off. 1 minute. Here we go.
Hey everybody, how are you guys? I hope y'all are having a good night. So yes, we got to go visit Hemingway on Friday. And while Marcia's been talking about all the people who help support you, who help, who help support your business and who help support your dream. Hi everybody. So I got to tell you about what we do to support these people in the factory. And I'm going to try not to tear up because these guys mean a lot to us. If we don't sell, if we don't if we don't go out and we don't meet the people and see the people and get orders and hold parties and visit, just I'm really trying not to cry. If we don't work, these people don't have a job. So while we have people that support us and people that support our dream, we're supporting the people of Hemingway. It's a little bitty town, and Tupperware is really all that's there. I mean, they have a few mom and pop stores and some, a few little fast food restaurants. But guys, these people had worked in this factory, some of them for 40 plus years. Um, and to know that we're supporting them and giving, they're able to put food on their table, they're able to pay their bills, and they're able to buy their Christmas presents and stuff because of what we're doing. That hit me in my heart. I met Miss Maylene, and she had worked at the factory for 25 years, and she grew up there in Hemingway, lived in Hemingway all of her life, and she's been at the factory for 25 years. That's all that she knows. But yeah, while we are focusing on what we're thankful for as our customers and our VIP peeps and the people who are party hosts, our friends and our family, let's be sure that we remember the factory people in giving our thanks, because if not for them, we wouldn't have product. We wouldn't be where we're at. We wouldn't be able to say, yes, we're getting you your product in 7 days, we're getting you your product in 10 days. They are a very critical part of the service wheel. They are, from beginning. I mean, we got to see and Marcia's got more videos, and I've got a couple too, but we got to watch how the colors are gravity fed, and they come down and they create the colors of our product, and then it shows it. I've got videos where it attaches to the mold, and then they form the product, and then it pushes it on down the line, and then on out to our fantastic packing line people who wrap it up and put it all together. And it was so incredible. And then you got to go and watch them pick the products and put the products in the boxes, and then you got to watch them ship to oh my gosh, there's so many places that they can ship to. They've got the FedEx line, they've got the USPS line, they've got some other lines, and it's all just, it was such an amazing experience. And just to know, I mean, seriously, you think that your $500 in sales, or your $1,500 in sales, you don't think that it makes a huge difference. But guys, I'm telling you, whatever you do, however much you do, it makes a difference to these people. They're so excited when we come in, and we get to tell them thank you for doing your job and thank you for coming in every morning. And I asked Miss Maylene, I said, are you as excited about being here every day as we're as excited about being here today? And she said, she laughed and she said, yes, I am. And of course, it's hard to say that, but I bet she is. I bet she's excited to come into work every day. She said her favorite products to package were the surprise packs, because you never know what they're bringing you in these boxes, and you just have to pack them all together and put them all together and then ship them on down. But she said it's absolutely, she loves to work. She loves to come in every morning, and she loves that we get to come by and express our thanks and tell them how much we truly appreciate them. So remember them and your thanks, because they do a phenomenal job. And I couldn't imagine, Marcia, being there during COVID. There's no way. I cannot imagine.
Yeah, I had the opportunity to go to the factory, when during COVID.
Yeah.
And we were the only company that went to there at all. And we took little goodie bags for everybody. And they were so appreciative of that. But they literally, when they came in, they had to have, they were masked. They had to have their temperatures taken. And they were able to avoid anyone getting COVID at the factory for like 8 months.
Yeah, the longest time in the beginning. Yeah.
And they had everything separated, and they had barriers up and everything, because you saw how we were all right there together.
Right.
Well, they couldn't do that during COVID and everything. But one of the things that, like what Shannon was saying, is that we don't always realize, we're out here, okay, I got a data party so I can make some money for me. But what we don't always realize is that every time we sell a product, we are helping support families of the people who work in our factory. Because if we don't sell the product, then they don't have a job. They don't, they get sent home. They go, well, we don't have enough orders, so we can't give you 40 hours this week. We can only give you 32 hours this week. And then if we sell a lot one week, well, then it's like, well, hey guys, you get some overtime this week. And that's always nice, because they can make that extra. But, the thing is that if we're out doing if we're working our businesses like a job, and we date our parties, for 1, 2, 3, or 4 a week. And it's so easy to do 4 parties a week in our virtual world today. Then if we all just committed to, I'm just going to try to be active every week, I'm going to try to do an order every week, we could literally keep 100 people employed, 100 more people employed. If we all, just our company, Hooray Sales, if we all committed to hold 1 more party a week, every week, we could keep 100 people employed at the factory. And one of the things that we got while we were at the factory is this little Tupper Mini, and you'll see it has these little pellets inside of it. Shannon's got hers. And these little pellets, like Shannon was saying, that we got to see how they color the product and everything. And there's clear ones here, and then there's white ones, and then there's colored ones. And they all have this formula. They know that if you mix this many, like 5 of the whites and 1 of these blue ones, it's going to come out to be this color blue or that color blue. And you don't even want to, you can't even imagine the quality control.
It's science.
They go, it's science for that part. And then even when that's done, they have to run it, take it over to this thing, match it to the standard, make sure if it's not, they got to go back and redo it and all of that. So we got this. And for me, when I look at this, it makes me think about all of the people at the factory that are counting on us to go do what we do best. And they will do their best to make sure that they get the products made for us, and they have very little waste. They will make, and we can make sure that they get to work a full 40 hours in the week. And we will make sure that their families, their kids get to go to school and go to college and do all the things that's capable, because they're able to be employed. So I have one of these, and Charlie's going to pick me a winner of somebody, and you're going to get one of these too. I'm going to send you one, because what I want us to think about is to take this, to our parties and let people know that, their purchase of Tupperware is not only helping you, not only helping your host to get free Tupperware, but you're helping keep a whole town of people employed. And one of the things, even the Josh, who's the manager of the factory, who set up the tour for us and took us around, he almost started crying when he's talking to us. He goes, I'm a hometown boy. I grew up here, with Tupperware as part of, my community. The people I knew, their dads worked there, my family worked there. He went off to college, and he says, and I knew I was going to come back, and I wanted to work at Tupperware, because Tupperware cares about their people, and the people that work there care about what they do. And so he's been there for 14 years, and now he gets to run the factory. And what he wants is to keep more people employed. We can help them do that. So we're going to be giving this away. I also have another little surprise gift that I'm going to give away. And that is this. Now it's called a Tupperware Purge. And what this does, what a purge is, it's when they finish molding something, Shannon's got hers. When they finish molding, they have to clean the injection mold out. And so they have to squeeze all this excess plastic out. And so they do these things called, they do a purge, and they make these really cool sculptures with these. And so I have all these really cool little sculptures. And, this one's really, like, these I think are really cool because you could put them and actually make a little pendant out of them. You could make a bookmark out of them. They look really pretty on your Christmas tree, but the little rose, I just think it's so pretty. And it represents our Tupperware rose. So I'm also going to be giving one of these away tonight. So I'm going to ask you all to do me something in the comments. Just go ahead. What are you thankful that someone? Why are you thankful that someone offered you the Tupperware opportunity? And put that in the comments. And Charlie's going to pick me a winner, and you're going to be able to go to your parties and talk about the Tupperware opportunity and the people that we help keep employed as well. So thank you, Shannon, for sharing from your heart about that. And I'm almost finished wrapping up with us tonight as well. Just a couple more things I want to share with you before we go. A reminder that, the ways you can show your appreciation are taking the time to do that handwritten thank you note. If you haven't been sending handwritten thank you notes to your host, I'm going to encourage you to start doing it. You will be amazed what a difference it is. And I always like to send one, thanks for booking your party with me, and then thanks for having your party with me. This time of the year, if you haven't been writing thank you notes to your host, now's a great time. Go back to every host that you've had this year so far, and in the spirit of gratitude here at Thanksgiving, send them a little thankful note. I'm thankful for great customers like you. I'm thankful for hosts like you. Make sure that you're doing those follow-up calls and those messages to your customers. How do you love your product? Do you have any questions about your product? Here's a recipe I thought you'd like. I'm just thankful that you've chosen me to be your Tupperware lady, and do that. When you excel at that customer service and are proactive, it's going to come back in abundance to you, and you are going to build the most amazing business. And you know what? There's no time like today to start making bigger things happen as we move into the end of the year. So last thing I want to just remind you is we have our Jubilee fundraiser we are running. We just finished our first t-shirt one, and we're going to be moving on. And this week we are going to be doing, this month we're going to be doing a raffle with some amazing gifts. I'm going to start posting for you some of the gifts. I will tell you that every single one of the gifts that we're going to be giving away is valued at over $100. They will be beautiful, exclusive things from Tupperware. There'll be things you've never seen before. There'll be all kinds of great gifts. There'll be at least 10, if not more, that we have to give away. And we're going to be showing these over the next few weeks. Our drawing will be the first week of December. So they'll get shipped out to you. So you'll have your winnings for Christmas presents. You'll have it to use for yourself. You'll be able to use it maybe to take advantage of, breaking it up and using it as a way to date parties. And we'll talk about more things like that. But here's how you're going to get your tickets. 2 tickets for $5, 5 tickets for $10, 15 tickets for $20. You would send the money Venmo to at Hooray Jubilee. And there is a Google form. I'll put all of this in the comments on the page, so you'll have this, but you just got a Google form. You go in there, put in your information, how many tickets you want to buy, and then go to Venmo and pay for it. You can buy 15, tickets. You can buy 30 tickets. You can buy however many you want to buy. And you just go ahead and do that. And we will keep letting you see some of the great prizes that we have coming up. So in closing tonight, just want to say gratitude changes everything. When you have that attitude of gratitude, you find happiness comes in abundance. And it's not that being grateful makes you happy. It's that when you're happy, you're able to be grateful. So it kind of works together. When you show gratitude, it brings joy to you. And then that happiness allows you to find even more gratitude in the things that we have. So let's go out there. Let's have a great week. Let's go share the opportunity with somebody this week and show that we make a difference as well. So there you go. JC, she's letting you, Marcia, she's letting you know you can just do that for her. Okay. So thank you, everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. And we're looking forward to just continuing to grow together and making a difference in the lives of so many people at the factory, in our company, and with every one of our customers and guests that we come in contact with. So good night, everybody. Bye.
Can you dance like the, moving, that's the one.